speech on diabetes. Um, Diabetes is when your blood glucose, also called blood sugar, is too high. I used a reference from National Diabetes Society. My father is diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. There's two types of diabetes. Type 1 is when it's juvenile diabetes, is when you get diabetes at an early stage or at an early young stage. You'll probably be like, like when you're 13, 12, or 10. When you have it at a young age, it's more harder for you unless you take care of yourself. Diabetes is a way where my father, he has to take insulin. He takes it daily and every day at certain type of times. If you don't take care of yourself for diabetes, you could get wounds. Like my dad has wounds on his feet, and it creates by itself because if you don't eat correctly and don't eat clean or healthy foods, it messes up with your blood sugar. And my dad tends to eat a lot of sugar and unhealthy sources. He has about 2 or 3 wounds on his feet. His bones, your bones start to shatter and get very weak. I have a visual aid here. Diabetes could be two forms. You could either take pills if it's not. My dad used to be medicated. He used to take pills. They were like about 2 a day because he didn't want to take insulin. He was scared to inject himself, but it was getting to the point where it was getting worse and worse. He was feeling weak. Sometimes you pass out. You can't function correctly. So when he went to a foot doctor and a diabetes doctor, they recommended him to take insulin. Over time, diabetes can lead to serious problems with your blood vessels, heart, nerves, kidneys, and mouth and eyes and feet. These problems could lead to an optimation, which is a surgery to remove the damaged toe, foot, or leg. For example, if you don't start curing your wounds on your feet, you would have to get it amputated. My dad was just in the hospital because he forgot to keep cleaning his wounds, and he tended to be in the hospital for 2 to 3 days with antibiotics. They said 40% chance is like that he would have his feet better condition if he was to amputate it, but there was the other percentage that if he didn't need to amputate it, if he kept taking care of himself. So during that day, we just went to the foot doctor and got him a special wound cream that he was diagnosed with. The effects of diabetes: you get drowsy, lazy, you start to urinate a lot, your blood pressure gets high, have a high blood sugar. Diabetes could run if you don't take care of yourself and you eat a lot of sugars and bad, unhealthy foods. You could be diagnosed with diabetes, or sometimes it could run through genes. Like my mother, father, grandparents, and their parents also are diagnosed with diabetes. And my brother just got diagnosed with diabetes. So that could also happen as well. There's different types of symptoms of diabetes. My grandmother, she's like 70 years old, but she doesn't have wounds on her feet. She doesn't get lazy or drowsy because she eats healthy, and she doesn't need to take insulin much. She just takes medication like pills. So it all depends on how you portray yourself on taking care of yourself and doing healthy foods. And that's my speech for diabetes.
Michelle?
That's my audience.
Okay.